welcome back to Camp St. A's. I hope you enjoyed the last video where we sang some songs together. In this video, we are going to do some activities that relate to the lesson that we learned about in the first video. How can we live in the kingdom of God here on earth? So if you remember from the first video, we talked about the kingdom of God being an upside-down kingdom, where the last are first. So the people that are last in society, the poor, the sick, the people that nobody wants to talk to, those are the people that are the most important. And it's also a kingdom of love, a place where we love God with our whole heart, and we love our neighbor as ourselves. And we even love those people who we don't like very much. So sometimes it's easy to live in God's kingdom, and sometimes it takes a lot of practice. It's not always easy to love people that we don't like very much, or to be friends with people that nobody else wants to be friends with. But it's what God calls us to do. So today we are going to go over some advice and do some activities relating to how we can live in the kingdom of God here on earth. So to make this easier, we are going to compare our lives in the kingdom of God to running a marathon. Sometimes it's going to seem really long, and there are going to be times that we're going to want to quit. But if we keep running, eventually, we're going to cross the finish line, and it's going to be the best feeling ever. And if we were running a marathon, we would need to train, right? We would need to have strong muscles, and we would need to know when to run fast and when to run slow, and how long it's going to take us. In the same way, we need to prepare ourselves for life in the kingdom of God. We need to learn how to share God's love with others and how to help others who have been rejected by people. And so, how can we train for life in the kingdom of God? First, it's important to remember that we can't do anything on our own. It is only by having a relationship with God that we can love like Jesus loved and share his good news. So, we have to strengthen our relationship with God. And there are three main ways that we can do that: prayer, reading the Bible, and living in community. So, we can strengthen our relationship with God through prayer, through talking to him, just like we would talk to any of our friends on earth. And we can also read the Bible. We can read the stories about God and learn more about him. And then we can live in community. We can practice love and acceptance by living with people, whether it's our family or our friends or our church. So those are some of the ways that we can prepare for the marathon of life. But I also think it's fun to prepare for a real marathon, or at least to get up on our feet and do some physical exercise. So let's join some of our friends now as they lead us in some exercises.
Hey guys, welcome to this video in which we're going to be doing a super cool, super fun workout. But before we do that, we have to stretch because always stretch before you work out. Let's do it. Start with some stretches because you don't want to work out without stretching. Let's do this. We're going to start with some side lunges. Just go over to one side and then go back to the other side. And then go back to the other side, and then do it again. Okay, now we're gonna put our feet about shoulder width apart and try and touch the ground. If you can't do it, that's okay, because I can't.
I'm real close though.
If you can't touch the ground and you feel like you want to, then you can just spread your legs out a little farther and make it easier for you to touch the ground. Alright, let's get to it. We're going to start with some push-ups. So, if you don't know what a push-up is, you're just going to go on the ground like this, and you're going to push yourself down to the ground and back up. We're going to do 10 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And those are push-ups. Now we're going to get on to some jumping jacks, which I'm sure you've probably heard of before. We're going to do about 15 of those. And if you don't know what it is, this is a jumping jack. And now, we're gonna do all 15 of them at once. Let's do this. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This workout is fun. Let's do more. Now now we're going to do some burpees, which is kind of like a mix between a jumping jack and a push-up. So, first step of a burpee is to jump up like this. And then after you do that, you're going to go down, push your feet out, and you're not actually going to push yourself down like a push-up, but instead, you're going to come back up, and then do the next one. Jump, down, back up. So we're gonna do 10 of these, and let's get started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Those are burpees. Now we're gonna do a 20-second wall sit. If you don't have a wall, you can just crouch down and stay in this position for 20 seconds. So we have a wall right here. So what a wall sit is you're pretending like you're sitting in a chair without there actually being a chair. So you're going to go down to about here and hold this position for 20 seconds. So we're just going to stay here and we'll start counting to 20 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
So just like those fun exercises we did, we can practice living in the kingdom of God by prayer, reading our Bible, and living in community. Why don't you try some of those exercises this week? Thanks, guys. See you next time.